opportunities for our women. If we're talking of women empowerment, women should not stay idle, should find one or two things to do. And we know that the basis of everything is money. And before we came on here, we were talking about money now, that there's nobody who can big enough to loan you money that we easily loan you. And today, schools are resuming.
Yes.
And we have
fees, buy books.
I'm telling you, house rent is there.
Everything.
And everything done jack up.
Ilea is coming.
Everything done jack up.
We need clothes. We need to stock the house. Stuff like that.
So there's nobody. So she's coming to enlighten us on various facilities we can access to get loan for small and medium scale businesses. So I'm sure it's going to be a beautiful one this morning. All right, before we go for our personality profile, something has been on the internet for like 2 weeks now.
Okay.
Chidima and Agatha. The TV CEO. And early this morning, I read something. There's another write-up about that case that says comprehensive now. That says that the way they met the man murdered in the house was not the person's job. His hands were tied, and they tied his mouth too. They tied his hands behind, and his mouth too was tied, and there were multiple stabs on his head. It was 3. And there was an attempt to enter his bank account and withdraw money. That one, they couldn't do that one, so they had to. I think that was a foreign account. They couldn't access it, so they had to access the Nigerian one, the local one, but they withdrew money from one account to the other. So the person said they couldn't have done that without him answering, giving them the code and pin and all that. And when the girl said he gave her his ATM, in this era of just transferring, okay, transfer this to my money and all that. So he said it was premeditated murder and stealing and all sorts of things. And what when they were interviewing the girl, you could see she was not remorseful.
No, yeah, I watched one of them.
She wasn't remorseful. Have you watched the clip?
I didn't watch the video, but I've been following the stories for quite some days now. I read something yesterday. It's like she was acting a script. Yes, the wife and some other people who gathered together. They needed a proof that the man was cheating.
On that version.
They needed a proof that the man was cheating on her, so that they could pull through with the divorce papers.
Somebody said Chidima's uncle and Mr. Ataga's wife are dating.
So they had to use Chidima as the bait. You know?
And the man fell for it.
Yes, she said initially she didn't want to do it. But because of one thing or the other, you know, they would have tried to pay a huge sum of amount that if you could do this.
The girl is not a small girl. I learned somebody came online again that when she was 18 years, she nearly sent her great man to jail.
To jail?
Yes. That she defrauded a person and told the gate man that something happened to her own bank account. So the gate man gave her his own bank account, and the defrauded money was paid into the gate man's account. So when they traced the money, they had to arrest the gate man because it was
now told the police that yes, was Chidima.
So when she was 18 years.
Concerning the CEO, the TV CEO, anyway, it was a planned work between the wife, the new husband, and Chidima. I said, we just pray that our men, we pray for them that they should be contented with whatever they have.
Amen.
You see, any man that runs around with those side chicks and side cooks, it's also Juba, because I've seen this woman we're talking about is pretty enough, although that they have issues. Yes, they have issues. They are on the verge of, divorcing one another, so divorcing each other. So we cannot but say that. But even if you want to get married, because I read that the man sees Chidima, normally sees her smoking weed or whatever, and would allow her to go on with the smoking before they start whatever transaction they want. You see, even if you want to date anybody, you need to go for a decent person. Even if if you, okay, I'm losing my wife, we are on the verge of divorcing each other, then you want to get married to another person, or you want to date another person, look for, we see how decent girls out
you
there.
would have waited for the divorce to come true. This
Yes,
one
you
is a
know,
chronic
womanizer.
This one is a chronic one.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you are a cheater, even if you're a chronic womanizer or whatever, look for. We still have decent girls.
Decent girls doing side chicks.
No, I'm not saying side chicks.
Okay.
Would have informed the girl.
Okay.
I'm about to go through with my divorce papers, and I need a wife at home, so that I used to know someone. I'm still very close to that person. He, those people that kind of, he made a mistake, got a lady pregnant while they were still very...
Not that he loved the lady.
No, he did. Okay. But the lady died at a childbirth. So since then, he said until that girl clocks a certain age, he would not get married to another person. He had to pay a girl, be paying that girl 50,000 naira every month, just to be showcasing herself as
the wife.
So she pays that girl 50,000
without any other thing.
So he's a handsome guy, so that people
don't just
so that girls, ladies will not just go, because very, very handsome. And 50K every month. So that the girl will just be posting. Just the post saying that you be my husband, wife. They go to places together, so that people will just. The guy just got married recently. In fact, if you see the baby when she gets married to, you will know that this one took it. He had that.
Once the one he's been paying 50,000 free somehow.
No, it's an agreement. It's an agreement. So in other words, it's not about having side chick. It's not about having girlfriends. If you are a serious-minded person, you pursue what you want to pursue. If you want to get married to someone, get focused. Look for someone who is decent. We still have decent girls.
Definitely.
Yes, you don't have to make that girl your side chick. Look at the one I just said. The girl agreed. It's like a contract. For the
and time money.
Yes, it's free that she will be with me. And the girl was 50K. She had to judge her.
Not now, then.
They will please. I'm talking about like 2-3 years ago. The man who got married last year.
The money still had value then.
Yes. So the lady was so sensible. The lady got married last year too. The lady was very sensible. The fiancé knew about it. So the money that she's been paid, she was just turning it into her account, and she opened a very big boutique at the end of the day. The man even supported the wedding, and we all know that nothing is between the two of them. So there are still decent girls out there. We still have them out there. Not all of them are side chicks.
What I want to also discuss about is ourselves, parents. Because since my first incidents of having called out the police, was the first time it happened was the blackmailing store. She was arrested. Now the father cannot claim they are divorced. The parents are divorced. She's the same with the father. Now the father cannot claim not to know the kind of a girl she is. She has a shop. She sells drinks in the shop. Now for a girl of that lives anyway, chameleon. People are chameleon because some of our lecturers said she doesn't talk in class. The only thing that strikes them is her beauty. That ordinarily when she's in class, you may not know she's in class. Quiet. An introvert to the extreme in class.
But outside the class.
I was not trying to compare the introvert in class with all these atrocities they said she has been committing. How do they go hand in hand? Then how do you as a parent don't know your child? All the evidences, she walked away from the scene. So you know she's a hardened criminal, as far as I'm concerned.
She does not remember.
You see, if it were to be that both parents were together, maybe they might have noticed, this Lagos life. The father,
maybe the hustler to himself comes late in the night.
Maybe leaves home 4 a.m. Maybe they meet just when it is time for them to go to bed. So a lot of parents with that might not even understand or kind of know the kind of study that child to that extent.
And maybe she thanks for herself because she said she wants to use the money to pay for her school fee.
So you see, she has a shop. Maybe they only meet when it is time to go to bed. Hustlers. They'll go out early in the morning, come back very late at night to sleep. So there's no even time for them to discuss.
I know something that struck me in her story. I think she was lucky. As soon as she finished her secondary school, she got admission to LAG. She said it was when she got to LAG that she met some friends that introduced her to smoking. You see?
To drugs.
That's what
to
drugs.
That part of the story.
If she had been a good girl from home, a lot happens when children go to school.
Of course.
So for more reason why we need to sit them down all the time and tell them what life is.
The hawks that are out there.
What life is. We need to always, no matter how big they are, no matter how small they are, we need to let them know what goes on out there, outside their own four walls of their apartment.
Yes.
Something out there that is not palatable is going on there. That could kill, that could maim, that could destroy is out there. We have to let them know. Maybe she has never heard of it from anybody. She just got there and she was captured. You know how
She has this innocent look, beautiful innocent look.
And so you see, they
That's what
just capture
attracted
her.
them.
Maybe that is what attracted them. When I was in school, there was this boy, we call him, I've forgotten his name. The way he looks, you think that this guy is a rascal. He has this bold face, also, never smiles, never plays with anybody. Then just ran inside. He said, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? He said, some people were chasing him. He ran under the table. And we girls, all of us scampered for safety. What is wrong with this boy? I was trying to remember his name. Whether Julius or Festus, I can't remember. He said, I've been gone. I said, who? I said, these guys. Always goes to school around. He's a Catholic, so he goes with this small rosary.
Okay.
So they now called him. I said, oh boy, as your face looks so, we will feel good for this our club. Which club? He thought it was a Kegad club. And he said, no problem. And I said, okay, we're going to initiate you today. And I said, initiate. At what time? He said, don't worry. So he was going to the mart to buy something. And when he saw these fierce looking guys, and they came and said, today is your initiation. I just picked race. And he said, he said, Kega. The guy ran away for like 3 months. So you see, he has a deceptive look. They saw him, they saw the boldness, everything. They said, this one will be good for us. And some too will look so innocent, and they'll just pick, just like that. If that guy had been the one who is really, really interested, who had not been told something back at all, willingly will just surrender himself and say, Shebi, to join club. And so, as parents, we have a lot to do concerning our children.
I'm sure if the lady in question have had people she relates with, people that monitors her, people she discusses with it, she wouldn't have gone or fallen into such, or even if she had gone or fallen into such things, then they might have been able to help her. Because when it happened at 18 years, yes, they would have known that, okay, this girl is on the wrong path, and they would have tried to do all they could to retrace her and help her. But she has an international passport. She has, I think, a driving license that does not bear her name, or bears another name and her picture or so. They have found some incriminating on her. So you know that it's not, she just looks innocent. And a lot is happening like that. Was it 2-3 months ago, we had some young chaps that were being caught all around. Some broken into houses.
Some girls smoking.
Some girls smoking.
I've just seen the video that just got viral again. So this one is different person, is different concussion, different. Oh my goodness.
On my own part, there is more to parenting. You know, a lot of parents make mistakes of, you have a child and what you do is you're trying to meet their basic needs. When it comes to parenting, of course, it's part of it, but see, a child you don't have this relationship with when she's very small. When she grows older, she would not come closer to you. Possible. That's not it. Because, it's something that we need to move closer to the child. When you see that the child is staying aloof, because a child, a lot of child, even after their needs are met, we see a lot of children change themselves in different type of things. I watched a movie recently. In fact, one had a car, so they had boyfriend, virgin. So she failed her jam, and the mother kept shouting, "Why would you fail jam?" And that was it. So this girl was looking for, comfort somewhere else. And the friends were not like, it's when we're actually small. That is when parents need to build it. And sometimes I tell my dad I need money, saying I'll just be like, no, this is not what I need. Sometimes I need someone that I can, communicate with. So, and if parents are not meeting, they are not bridging that gap, then we have to look for sources outside. That is why sometimes young girls will look out for boyfriends. Because it'll be like, so that we can always discuss. And before you know, these boyfriends too, they will introduce us to something else. So there is more to parents.
And the girl is left stranded.
Okay, what we should do?
Before they got divorced, she would have had one out of the two who he or she is close to.
If the two of them, right from
Broken home.
You see, God is so merciful to some of these children that we see out there, that God will continue to mentor. We'll just start mentoring the child.
Yes.
If the child is the one that attends church regularly or mosque regularly, just take his or maybe the Quran or the Bible. By the time they start their own work, the child will start reading the Holy Book. And when you finish your work, I'm still here. And by the time they finish, they will say, I'm hungry. Sure, you are ready to give me food or you are not ready to give me food. So you see, there are, and some will even take
the percentage of that is not that
very, very low.
The percentage of those that are affected are much more than those. It takes a mature child to do what you are saying.
Yes,
but majority will be depressed.
Because in my own case, no one really sat me down to teach me sex education and all that. In fact, I'll be like, my boyfriend, this is. Like, before SS3, about 5 of the girls in the class got pregnant. I was like, these girls, they are big girls, So I have a boyfriend, I have a phone. My mom never knew I had phone. So when I'm coming when I'm going to school, I take the phone. When I'm coming back home, I switch off my phone. She doesn't want me to wear earring. I take earring inside my bag. I wear it when I'm going. Then I come back. The day I don't know how she got to know. Maybe my younger brother told her, and I was like, she had the earring. So she was like, don't force this earring. I've been using it for a while. So, sometimes, then I found out that parenting, you just have to be close. You need to make yourself visible. It's not about, of course, it's good to be disciplined, but when you're always shouting at a child, that child will not come close to you. Even when the child feels that maybe she has done something wrong, there is a way whereby maybe you actually did something, or you see with someone you can speak to, like, this is my mistake, and the person should try to encourage you. It's part of life, and not that you keep blaming the child and all that.
When my children started calling me Margaret Thatcher, when I scheduled that yourself. But it's I do go and come back. When I come back on Tuesday, I say, everybody will just be perfect. Now she'll be complaining now that this place is dirty. And that's why I was brought up. I was studying on this program. My dad just passes by and he will not call anybody. The next person to act on him will be given dirty blow. Because he expects you that the child is not meant for one person in that house. So I was brought up that way. And when I discovered that my children sees me as one wicked mommy like that, wickedest mother, I had to slow down. I had to slow down.
And that's where you enjoy
companionship. I discovered that they started coming. Even when I was still shouting, when they still saw me as that wicked person, when I came home and I brought them something, they mommy drop it on the table because they believe I'm going to slap one of them. They know that they will commit any blunder and I'm going to give them death. So drop it on the table. Come now, and I had to slow down, start, bringing them closer, and they started, okay, mommy, yesterday, this thing happened, that thing happened. Fine, that is the way it should be. We should not see ourselves as terror at home, trying to bring them out. Even if you are that wicked and you start shouting, whatever they want to do.
This era, this century, you can't force a child to do anything. I told my mom, see, you can't force anything on me. Maybe when I was younger, but now, if you are telling me to do this and I'm not seeing reasons, I will do this thing, but maybe you just have to leave me alone to learn my lessons. Of course, that might be strict, but you can't just force a child. Like human beings, you can't just force it. And do you know they always, with this mindset, I'm your mother, I'm the one that gave birth to you, so everything I tell you must be right. Yes.
Where is this coming from? I don't know. I didn't know number 2. I tell you. Hey.
No,
where we were going now.
Hey, when
You tell your father or your mother.
Not now.
What you want to do.
Not now.
What is the difference between then and now? A lot of it now.
You cannot decide for them.
You can't.
That is why we have the society is deteriorating. Decay.
You can't.
All over. There's so much value.
Now say it is the era of technology, exposure, and things.
Or it's not from the parents. Because most of the parents that were trained in those days, like you said, that you are saying yourself as Margaret Thatcher, you have to slow down. But then, it did not slow down. See, you left your house. In fact, your mother told me that Margaret Thatcher, we married him together. I was like, I have escaped from your house now. Why follow me to my husband's house there? I will let you go and disgrace me there. My mother disgrace me there with me.
As far as when she
Do you know what she said? They have moved.
As far as my mom, that's not true. She just called me and said, Yahweh, wow. And so, Yahweh, you can say, no, let's see what's doing. I said, Mommy, what? I made up, but I won't be there. She started speaking. She just started to scold me.
But that's what this generation do not want.
We need to keep looking out for them.
Okay, this is a generation, we are very smart and intelligent.
Smartness and that intelligence is pushing you into something else.
Oh, okay, of course. We have advantages and disadvantages of how we... But, you can't compare how you were brought up then and the same way you were trained, and you want to train us like that. How?
What's up it?
It does not really have
homes. We still have homes where that home training parents.
I'm not of the opinion that a child should not be trained, but that you should listen. And there's a way. That's what I'm saying. Companionship. Then they said
you needed to be hard. If we need to be hard on you and to be hard with you, we will take that step.
A lot of things.
I'm sure it was because of the freedom the girl had. That's why she had to fall into.
Okay, even if you are not allowing the child to talk,
you will be in fact it will be a surprise to you if the father said he never knew she was into such acts.
That's what the father did, because the father was arrested, because he tried to stop them from arresting her, that the child did not commit any offense. That she's innocent. So I'm sure they gave her free hand and all that. But in my house, the way I was brought up,
even the way you were brought, you cannot be doing. You can't.
My own people speak that how I was brought up. Because like what you said, because like what you said, there were some things you did that your mom did not know. Likewise, myself. So I used to tell my children, before you land, I don't know where I went to land. I don't drown before now. So I beg, come down, retrace yourself back. So there's nothing big.
Of course, no one knows the best way of parenting. Very smart.
Every time you say you want to monitor their phone and you have family link or you have a way of monitoring the phone, they just leave the phone somewhere and go and get another phone.
I have a cousin who had blocked her mother off all social media. So the mother was just like,
you know, I guess it's waiting for sorry.
All right.
Okay.
You have to skip
really no.
I will bring in our guest after this time out.
Can I call you baby? I'll be too alone. We can take you all day. Baby, come a little while. But I want to your bed. Spend all my money, fight for you like Jetty. Baby, no be true. All the things they talk about me no be true. Them be saying all these things to get to you. People I got you know these scared amount. And if they ask me, I will tell them.
Well, we're still waiting for our guests. Let's take our personality profile before Tosin. Before parking from the studio. All right, let's take our personality profile.
We'll be right back.
At the budget.
Okay. Welcome back on this is the personality profile segment, and today I'll be profiling Mrs. Tara Feladro-Toye. Tara Feladro-Toye was born on 6th March 1977. She's a Nigerian beauty entrepreneur and a lawyer. She was born at St. Nicholas Hospital, Lagos, and she attended Nigerian Navy Secondary School, where she was a boarder in Form 5. She was made the sanitary and welfare prefect. She graduated from the Lagos State University with a degree in law and proceeded to establish the House of Tara International. She's the founder and CEO of House of Tara International and creator of Tara Oritolewa Beauty Range, Inspired Perfume, and the HIP Beauty Range. As of 2019, our brand House of Tara had 270 products, 23 stores, 14 beauty schools, and 10,000 representatives all around Africa. In 2007, Tara Feladro-Toye was awarded as the African SMME Award and the Entrepreneur Award in South Africa. She's alumni of Lagos Business School Chief Executive Program, and Tara is married to Feladro-Toye, a business strategist, a corporate activator, and he made his intentions to run for presidency on February 22nd, 2018 under the political party for Alliance New Nigeria. All right, that's all I have for you on the personality profile segment. Bye for now.
Everybody down to the duty soldier. And right now, I do want to suffer.
Well, you're welcome back. The program is Tissue Forum. Sorry, we couldn't bring you more of it before. I need to see how really prepared, so much. But don't worry, let's do something for Billy. We'll give you time, more time.
Okay.
Our guest is in the house and we cannot don't want to keep them waiting. Like I said earlier, that we'll be looking at, we'll be talking of women empowerment and women should not say I do, no more housewife and all that stories. And to drive that, we need money. And what are the facilities available for all women or categories when they want to go into business? And so many business ideas and advices. That's what our guest will be shedding more light on today. And we have in the house Alhaja there, Titilayo Folorunsho. She's the Southwest Zonal Manager of Bank of Agri. And she's the head of all 26 branches in the Southwest. That's a big one, a big fish. And she's a big fish too. It's nice having you in the studio. Thank you. It's nice meeting you. Thank you. I appreciate it. How do you cope?
I cope. The Lord has been my strength. It's not difficult, if I may say. It's the determination, the will, and the passion, because I love the area with all my strength.
Hi.
So I'm ready to give them everything.
I'm thinking of you combining the home front and this. Yes. I'm seeing the 26 branches.
The Lord is always there for me. Yes.
That's the bottom line.
That's it.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, you're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
There are a lot of women out there who do not have anything doing. All they do is sit at home, tie wrapper on their chests, and wait for Babalagbaja to wake up and give them 20 naira to buy ogi. What do we do to make these women see and discover themselves? Let's start from there, ma'am.
Thank you so much. In the first place, I don't even subscribe to a woman being lazy. It's just acts of laziness. Look, Yoruba they say, Look, there's nothing a woman cannot do to succeed, except you don't want to. And another one says, where there's a way, where there's a will, there's a way. It is because some of them are naturally lazy. That's just my own point. Because if you have to wait for your husband to eat, to buy salt, you be ashamed as a woman. Because you can sell water, ordinary water,
And make it.
and make money. If you cannot sell water, you can sell sweets. You can sell all these small minties in the house, just by the door. You can sell money. You mean your husband will not give you money to buy just one model of this? You start on a small scale. You can make akara on a daily basis. There are so many things out there woman can do, except you're lazy. That is it. So even their husband should not encourage that laziness. A woman is waiting for you every day to eat what? What of we? We have so many women in our system. My manager here is a woman. She has so many staff that are women. The women are actually taking over, except the lazy ones. Yes.
I have a friend, like what you said, she does not want to take it from the scratch. She sells drinks. And the people she sees in her category are those ones that have big stores. Their goods are overflowing out there. So when she started, she was like, I need to do this loan, I need to do that job, I need to do this street and all that. At the end of the day, she ended debt, series of debts. Series of debts. So we tried to caution her that these people you are saying did not start, did not get there in the day. They started from somewhere. Where she was like, I'm this big girl before. Also, they come to my shop and see me starting from one crate and one.
What about women who see themselves as, I don't want to work under my junior person. I cannot sell what, just like Tonya said, I cannot sell petty things. I want to start big. What do you have for them?
Oh my God, this is the problem we have. You see, even we that were civil servants, we started small. Sometimes we find ourselves working with our juniors there too. Are you going to knock out yourself? Sometimes I find myself, even now as I am the zonal manager, most of my staff are older than me. And we still relate. It is the way you carry yourself that matters. You can start always on a very small scale. It's the best. Look at when you are entering the system. They will start you either as a senior class or as an officer. You must start small.
Or somewhere.
Why didn't you go and start as a director? That is why when a woman is married, start on a small scale. Like I said earlier, you can sell water. Look, the business is so easy now that you can relate with one of those big people to be giving you when you make a return. Please give me 10 crates of pure water. Add the bottle one for me. When I sell, I'll bring the money. It's an agreement. Before you know, you have grown. And you can always go to some of these financial houses. DA is ready for any woman, even if you want 5,000. We give. Burly people. Not Aramid. Sorry, I'm from the north.
Don't worry, I understand.
Whatever you sell by your mouth. And you know the good thing, you go there to monitor it, to even collect, so that you don't need to come out. If you are a police or something, we will give you the money. The only thing you come to our office, open the account and sign. And so then when you want to collect the loan, we want to see you physically, so it's no problem. You collect it. Then when you collect it, the rest leave it for us. Because we'll be monitoring you. We assign somebody to monitor you. So your recovery time they come, please, I want to also keep pay to our account or bring it in cash or use POS or something. It's only a lazy woman that doesn't want to work. We have so many avenues to help women now. Even men. Even men. As long as you're ready to do it, even civil servants. We understand the salary is not enough. So you can add more. And then when you want to take care of your child before the month runs out, you run into a problem. You can hide under BOA. We have what we call payday loan. Just complete. My daughter needs 20,000. Just domicile your salary with us. When my salary comes, you take it. We give you the 20,000, and nobody will know. So what is this? Why are you ashamed of anything? Why are you exposing yourself? Even your husband will not know your source of strength. Although you must tell him in case anything, God forbid. But he will be happy to have you as a wife.
Okay, ma. As a woman, like our focus today is on women who want to access the various kinds of facilities you have for their loans and all that. We want you to really deal more on if a woman comes to you, if I comes to you now, okay, I don't even have an idea of any business. I want you to sit me down, and some women are confused. Okay, they see those things selling clothes, shoes, and all that. They want to sell that. They see selling daily goods, daily needs. They want to go there. They themselves, they want to go into jewelry and all that. They want to do all business together. So how do you advise such a person, and what are the facilities you, opportunities that you give to the person?
Thank you, my sister. You see, the first thing, you must cut your coat according to your growth. We have what we call assessment. When somebody approaches us like that, we will assess you. We have some professionals like the guy of clacking. Know me, I know you. From there, we'll know what you can do. Okay. We have character assessment. Okay. We know this one, even if this person collects it long, will run away. There are people like that. So we have character assessment. When we assess you, we know, then we say, okay, let's know where you are. We'll go to your house, we'll see everything. When we discover who you are, then we'll be able to tell you, look, this one you want to match yourself with, Mrs. A, is not possible. We can't give you money for that. Because you have not done it before. First, start this. You have your crate or whatever of egg, whatever, whatever you are doing. Okay, let's give you this little. We will assess what you have. And if you don't have, and you intend to have, we will say, okay, stay with us for a while. Okay. So that we can know you. You know, some people are very funny. So when we have established that relationship, and you have told us, this is what I want to do, okay, how do you want to? No, okay, let me turn to small Yoruba. Mo fẹ́ ṣe, mo fẹ́ máa ta àtẹ, mo fẹ́ máa tẹ ẹyin. Okay, níbo lẹ ti fẹ́ máa gba ẹyin yẹn? Àwa lọ síbẹ̀. He is our customer and intends to sell great. Can you assist? Yes. Do you know why? Yes. Okay. How many crates are you going to start with? So. That money, you will give that person, you will give the egg to this person.
Okay, to be sure that you want to do it, you give it to the dealer.
Yes, you will sign the loan.
Okay.
After we have agreed.
Okay.
Then when we go, we'll pay, we will collect the egg.
Okay.
So that we know that, yes, they give you and you are...
So I'm not going to use the money for one bit.
Yeah, for big yes, about you, but there's nothing like that. So you will not be selling that credit, and my staff will be coming to say, check out and below. So they will give you moratorium because we know that when you collect that egg, you can't sell it today. We'll give you time. So after maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we'll come to okay, but you get some holding, not even the principal, but interest, so that they won't pay so you pay small. If it's 1,000 in interest to match you when you get some. Because really progress is sharing. So we don't impoverish ourselves. Our BOA is improving lives, growing communities. We don't kill our customers. Okay. We encourage them to earn more.
Okay. Do you encourage your collabo? Like, okay, it's between 2 people or community or a group of people?
Very well. Okay. In fact, we prefer groups because it's easier for us to monitor them. Like if you have an association here now, and then you approach us, you open an account, you domicile your salary, then you want us to collaborate with no problem. We have 1 million. Can you give us 1 million more? No problem. We have 2 million. Can you do it? The only thing again we do is we say you must pay 20% of whatever you want. In case you don't have money on your own, pay 20%, then we'll give you. But if you have, like we have the Nile people in Ibadan, they have 10 million, they said they needed 20 million. Okay. We had to give them. And their salary came within 6 months. It was coming, it is seamless.
What about those that are not salary earners and they want to form a group and go?
They are more of our customers. We are farmers' friends.
Okay. DOA, you know,
we're farmers' mind.
I wanted to talk about that farmer issue because there are times you project that, okay, from what I have cultivated, at least I'll get like 3 million thereabouts from one things and all that, and the other side happens.
Yes.
And they are not able to meet up with paying the payment and all that. What happens?
What did I tell you? As a BOA, improving life, we don't kill our customers. We have special arrangement. Number one, when you are taking our loan, we insure it. So if it's a natural disaster, they will come in. But you must alert us on time. Be honest about it. Because some people are very dishonest. They don't even want to pay in the first place. So they bring in all sort of crooked things inside. When you are honest about it, take the picture immediately. Call us. We will pick Niagara and come and see this one. This thing was standing before it has fallen. What can you do? So they will assess it. They will give you something. Although they will pay into our account to cushion the problem you have. Then where that is not possible, like we have people that are non-natural disasters, like don't cover terrorism or anything, herdsmen or whatever. So issues like that, we sit down with you. Okay, how do you think you can pay this money? So some of them will tell us, okay, you need where I can. We allow you to have a free mind. What I want you to do for me is let me shift it a bit. I can still farm again. Like, well, okay, so if it's like maize that is supposed to be 6 months, we'll give you additional 6 months to go and gather yourself again. We don't kill people. It is a so we don't say, okay, go and let's sit down. Then we'll now shift. We call it rescheduling. No, we reschedule. There's some people in Lagos, around that fella area. They sell this small paraga. It's 10,000 a day. And they bring it back. Within 1 month, they're back. It's better. Then later, you can grow. I want 50. I want 20. Even you, your mind will be at peace as you are helping life. Yes. Then for another group, if it is SME, we have the one that is big. You can take as much as 5 million. Another group can take as much as 30 million. And then different, like then there's special one for women. Because we have regard for women, they have regard for us. They pay, they don't run away. It is only men that they have complaint and they change their dress every time. But women, they will come and tell. We have some devious women. But the majority they are good. So we have special law for women. Grow as you earn. So that they can earn as much as 1 million downward. And the 200, 300, 400, 500.
But at least they have something.
They have something special for them. And then when we see your character, we help you to grow. When we see your character, we see your business, we help you to, especially if you are doing well. Some people have renewed their loan with us for 10 times. 10 times. And they started like 100, 150, 250, like that.
Thank you very much. Here in the Ocean, how many branches do you have in Ocean?
We were having 5. But because of accommodation issue, problems in some of the areas, we narrowed it to 4. So we have in Ife, we have in Audio, we have in Audio, Oshogo is the mother branch for all of them. Then we have a small center in Ilawan. Yes. We used to have in Elisha, but due to one reason or the other, we had to close it.
Okay. So people from other places can come and annex loans?
Yes.
In any branch?
Any branch.
Okay.
So it's better if it's close to you. Yes. Because it's easier for myself to monitor you and to help you do the recovery.
Wow, thank you very much. Our time is fast spent. So yes,
Mrs. Abi Alhaja, yes, Titilayo, following show, the Southwest Zone Manager of Bank of Agric, and you've heard it from her, you have no excuse. Maybe your excuse is money. You've heard it from her, that they go down as low as you want to. They come
as high as you
want to, they're ready for you. So you don't have any excuse. Especially now, you need to get something doing, and doing fast. If you're serious with your life. Like she said, there's no excuse whatsoever. If there's a civil servant, an artisan, or whatever work you do, they are ready for you.
Be ready to pay back. Don't run away.
It's not national cake.
Don't change your address. It's not national cake.
And thanks to Mrs. Olushesi, that's the manager.
That's my manager in Oshogo.
She's been wonderful.
Yes, she has always, she's a senior citizen.
Yeah, she's been wonderful. Thank you so much. We love and appreciate you. And the two of us, we couldn't tell.
Yes, Oyo, she's from Ife. Okay. Mrs. Oyo, she's been in charge of Ife for a while. Okay. And I have Asan, who is in charge of retail bank.
All right. So thank you also for bringing her down here. Yes, I know that's the entourage. All right, from our end till next week of Benin, please, like we all said before, when we started the program, parenting is a serious business. If you do your part and I do my part, the society will be better for it, and the future will be bright and better for all of us. From my end, my name is Oluwatoyin Ojoyemi.
My name is Titi Lope Achiboye. No excuse for you. Go out there and do something for your life.
And my name is Oluwatoyin Adepochi.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you all. God bless OSBC.
Amen. My opinion, your opinion, our opinion counts.
When I wake up, no be for my power, Oluwa lo kuku showa, I go down on my knees and I thank God, and I step into the streets for my paper, I dey also make the poverty jump, go the buruku my lawyer lewa, go the buruku, you know see me, Arina, you know see me, hello lawa, you know see me. I want to get plenty money. Poverty go pay my business. My head don't need greediness. No put through shit for my business. I know when I get money sickness. Biggie money no be small. Yo, got it to be and you're like bad month. Money when no get focus. Money when no get pump. Holy Ghost fire. Me I know the fire. Ogun waye me and family to one balloon fire. Fire.